The other night we had a peace dollar bonanza up. It was the last 2 years of the peace dollar, 1934 and 1935, all of the mints, 5 altogether. And a lot of people bought all 5. So what we've done is we've made a complete set for you guys to choose, same price, all in all, and that's what's up next.
Sometimes referred to as the forgotten peace dollars, right? Not an overused word, but the U.S. government kind of repeats its bad habits over and over again. Remember the Morgan dollar, 1878 to 1904? Oops, bring it back one more year in 1921? Well, the peace dollar was 1921 to 1928, and then they stopped making it for 5 years. And then they brought it back in 1934 and 1935, and they made 5 coins. And then in 1935, we discontinued silver dollars. It's just a crazy look and a crazy story behind this, and we'll get into that in a minute. But it ends up being the 5, sometimes the forgotten 5. But no matter what it is, look at the price per coin, $59.95.
$59.95 each. These are hand-selected, circulated peace dollars. Now, under the 1 on the left side, that's where you're going to find the mint mark. This one here is a San Francisco. So for 1934, we have 3 mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. And 1935, we have 2 mints, Philadelphia and San Francisco. So make sure you look at the reverse side there. You'll see there's the Denver mint mark under the 1 on the left side. At $299.75, it's a 5-piece set. You get all the peace dollars released for the end of the era. They pulled silver in 1935, and that was it.
Why did they make a silver dollar in 1934? Why would you bring it back after a 5-year hiatus, right? And that was one of the talks. And one of the storylines that's out there, and it's a pretty good one actually, because it won't be confirmed, is the fact that what did we do in 1934? We pulled gold coins from circulation. All sizes, all denominations. All the big ones went to Europe, and all the rest were melted by the U.S. Mint and put into Fort Knox, right? That's the storyline we have. That means we have a vacuum of coin, big coin, because the largest coin that wasn't gold was the silver dollar. So the theory was, or the storyline is, that in 1934 they brought it back, which is why Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, all 3 mints struck the coin, was to feed more higher denomination coins in the circulation to make the process a little bit easier. I mean, we were theoretically still under the standard at this particular time, right? Where our paper was backed up by coin. So we don't want to carry paper, we want to carry the real thing. And then, continuing the crisis, President Theodore Roosevelt, no, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, pulling gold, pulled silver dollars, and then again slowly working its way out of the Great Depression and stability with the financial markets and so forth. So the reason why these 5 exist was basically to cover up gold and then pull. Now, you might have seen one of my competitors do this on TV about a couple weeks ago. It was a 1930s mint mark set, the last coins made by each mint. Well, 34 is the last Denver, and 1935 was a Philadelphia and a San Francisco. So those 3 coins, they were selling those 3 coins for $50 more than we're selling you all 5 coins. And as Allison said earlier, we're destroying them. Not beating them, destroying them in price when you get all 5.
Now let's talk about a couple of things. When we talk about the Morgan Dollar Program, we talk about the Pittman Act of 1918, where they melted millions and millions, approximately 270 million coins. Well, for the Peace Dollar series, we're talking about the Manhattan Project. So in the mid-40s, they melted about 1.7 million ounces of peace dollars and silver, etc., to fund that Manhattan Project. Now, we don't know what they melted. They didn't, just like the the Pittman Act, they didn't record what they took in and melted. But what we can do is go back to population reports by NGC, PCGS, and major grading services, and look at what they've documented, what they've seen, which gives us an idea of what they haven't seen. So for these particular dates, I'm going to compare to you the first full year of issue, which is 1922, right?
Good point.
So 1922 peace dollar. In NGC and PCGS and combined, they have documented over 400,000 coins in all grades. It's a lot of coins. And
then in 1923, it got even bigger. That was over half a million coins known. But here is the hammer. It's your jaw dropping when you hear the numbers on these last 5.
1934 16,000 and change. 1934 Denver, just over 16,000 again. 1934 San Francisco, almost 13,000. Small numbers. 35p, 21,000, and 35s, you're looking at just under 12,000. So you have nothing under over 20,000. Except the 35p, but close to 20,000 regardless is nowhere near 405,000, 613,000. Crazy, crazy low populations as well.
And again, if you're a mintage figure person, because that's the other way of looking at this stuff. Yeah, mintage figures are how many they made, not necessarily how many have survived. Populations help us there. If you look at mintage figures, right? The last Morgan, made in 1921, was D's and S's at 20 million, and then the Philadelphia a little over 40 million. You look at the 1922, the first full year of issue, 20 plus million. The 1923, 30 plus million peace dollars on the table being struck. Now, the global is there are 24 peace dollars. P's, D's, and S's spanning all the years, right? 4 of these coins are in the top 10. Number 4, 34p at a mintage of less than $1 million. Then you go to 34D at number 8 at 1.5 million. You go to 1934S. So the 34 PD and S all are in the top 8. This is number 6 at a little over $1 million. And then the 35 brings in the top 10 at number 9 at 1.5. 1.5. So it started out being way rarer. Yet today my competition sells, and this is the other side. It's when the head scratcher scenario that I deal with. My follically challenged scenarios are not genetic. Mine already scratch my head a lot because I look at some of these prices and I can't figure them out. They're selling the 22s and 23s, which are beautiful coins, and we sell them here all the time as well, for $69, $79 in circulated condition. We just talked about how they made 20, 30 million of those. All of these. The cap, the highest is the 35S at 1.9. So starting out, you're way in a different hemisphere. And when you get into the population reports, it's just outright rarity brought down.
Well, how about this? This collection here at $299.75 means we're $59.95 each. And if you look up each one of these coins with our competition, you're going to pay $115, $149 each for the other 4. And that's all coins. $149 each for the 34 DS and the 35 P and S, and then add in 115 for the 34P.
So 149 times 2 is 300, times 2 is 600, plus 100, 700.
$715 with our competition. Our collection tonight, $299.75. $59.95 per coin. You get all 5. Beautiful hand-selected quality, circulated condition, individually encapsulated, and in a beautiful display box as well.
This is a winner.